Hey, everybody. Musha the Scribe, sending all light, love, and healer energy to all the celestial beings of the cosmos. Mad love, mad love, mad love. I've been holding off on this video for a few months, and I'm going to go ahead and release it today. This video here will be entitled Total Recall Part 3. If you haven't seen Total Recall Part 1 and Total Recall Part 2, I'll go ahead and put the links in the description so you can check those out. You might want to check those ones out before you watch this video, just so you know you're fully up to date. And they also attached to the, I want to say, Dreamscapes Part 1 and Dreamscapes Part 2 videos that I released, and I actually drew the images and everything to go along with this this is story, man. All right, so it's like story time, but let's get into it. So the original Total Recall, I had been posting videos on here, you know, on metaphysics and spirituality for a couple of months. And I was reached out to by a woman who, you know, she was saying that she needed to speak to me privately, and it was pretty urgent. And it was crazy because I get a lot of those messages about, you know, personal emails and things, and I respond to as many people as I can, but this one, like, I was drawn to responding to. So I did, and we began to speak, and she sent me some video messages and was speaking to me and everything. And like, as soon as I saw her, I knew who she was off the rip. And she had contacted me initially and was saying, like, we met in a different time period, or as well as on the astral realm. And the story goes, we were together living on like a base, like a group home style base over in another country and everything. And it's so crazy because, like I said, when she sent me the first video message from over there, I recognized her immediately. And then following the next few days and weeks, I started lucid dreaming, like, really heavy. And I was like, when I wake up, I'm going to draw where I've been and things like that. And I was trying to figure out, you know, in the Dreamscape videos, where I was and why these things were happening and everything. So she responded to me and was like, the Dreamscape video that you posted was actually the base where we were housed at together. You and I, her daughter, our friends and everything. And I'm like, okay, this is getting deep. So she actually went out and found the photos of this place in this realm, and sent them over to me, and my mind was blown. So we're talking to each other more frequently now, and I'm still being, you know, skeptical, not giving up too much information because I really wanted to know what was going on. And man, she started naming like things I haven't told anybody, habits, my favorite foods, my favorite music, a lot of different things, and a lot of stuff that some of my 20-year homies don't know about me, man. She knew. Personality traits, everything, a whole lot, and a lot of things that before I began to, you know, become more enlightened, a lot of things I was into as far as like gang banging and different shit like that, for real, man. She was aware of all of this. Everything from my love for certain Tupac songs to Crip shit to shit I do with the homies and things of that nature, man. And so, you know, we kept in contact. We talked a little bit more, and it's crazy because even like a name we had chose for a child on the astral plane, it's like a name I ended up naming one of my daughters. Crazy. So, you know, I began to do some past life regression meditations and things over time, and tried to get some more insight on exactly who we were to each other and everything. And it's like, in a nutshell, how I can explain it. Sometimes in your incarnations, you meet different people who become your twin flames. You meet people who you are bound to by energy or spirit, and it's like magnetism. Every time you come back, you are going to be attracted to those same energies, and they're going to find you. Just, I said this before, like a lot of y'all watching this now that resonate with me well, and people on here I resonate with well, I strongly believe that it's because we were homies before, you know, for real. Like, once you make that connection with beings, you know, we are electromagnetic beings. You will always be attracted back to that same polarity, that same energy. But getting back to Total Recall, so we went through the Dreamscape. We found the locations. We spoke. I knew things about her. She knew things about me on a super personal level, spiritually, physically, everything. And we were talking more, and how the first interaction happened on the astral plane. It was around the first time where this is what I call like my first stage of enlightenment, 2012, when that eclipse happened. That's the date I recognize as me waking up for real. Around that time, energy was extremely high. I was on another level as far as astral travel and lucid dreaming. And some kind of way I summoned her, unintentionally, you know, but that's just how energy works or whatever sometimes. So, you know, we were speaking about that, and she was just telling me how she hates being summoned. She said I could feel it, and I guess over this time she had been trying to find me, but didn't want to find me. That was another thing she was saying, was like, I just randomly came across your profile on YouTube, and I was like, you know, shit, that's him. You know, in the astral realm, I went by a different name in this time period and things. And I think the name I was going by was Ahmed. And that the name itself correlates to some of the same meanings as Musha and other things. I was like, shit. But there's so much I could get into with this. But as far as this being part 3, that was just a recap of pretty much 1 and 2 in a nutshell. So y'all can know what's going on. But this part 3, I wanted to release this information a little while ago, but, you know, I sat on it and thought about it for a while, and, you know, I'm at the point now where I'll go ahead and get it out, though. I know you from Babylon, all right, on a past life level, and I found this out through meditation, through lucid dreaming, and, you know, connecting information through, you know, that cosmic spider web over time. And probably like 3 weeks of it into it, I realized that's where I knew her from. At the time, she was of Persian descent. And we pretty much were ruling an area over there, and over love and what comes with that love shit when you love somebody, man, war and destruction happen. This played out again in another time period when I was dealing with this person. You can love a person and have a strong connection to a person, but in the end, it can result in destruction. And that's why she was saying things like, that was another thing. I'm chill most of the time, but there are like certain ways you can talk to me and certain things you could say that will piss me off. And it's just like a natural reaction I have for real. And like to this date, the only other person who's ever been able to do that shit is a mother of my children. And then this woman just came out of nowhere and knew exactly what to do to get what reaction she was trying to, and she was doing it to prove a point. She wasn't doing it out of malice or anything. She's like, I know you for real. I know for a fact if I say something this way or say something this way, you're going to react a certain way. You feel me? So at first I was just fucking mad, you know. I wasn't realizing it in the moment, but after like a couple hours and things I thought about it, I was like, shit, she's right. Like, damn, you know. But yeah, mad love to her for real. Like, that'll forever be like one of my friends on a spiritual level and things. We don't speak as consistently as we used to, you know, during that time period and things. But like, that's what it went back to. I can name 3 different time periods and locations of where I've had interactions with this person. And it's just, it leads to destruction. I've always been like that too in my life as well. My love for people can sometimes lead to destruction. I'm one of them friends, like, if you my friend, I'm gonna ride with you. You right or wrong, I'm riding. That's just how it goes for real. And me and her have been through that in various different time frames. But as far as the Total Recall Part 3, that's what I'm getting to, man. Babylon, King and Queen, we caused the downfall of a entire time period over some love shit. And that was that for real. Shit like that stays in your DNA or your genetic code or your spirit. That energy stays in that memory dug in. And I'll do another video on how to do more of this past life regression stuff, because like, I don't know everything, you know, when it comes to metaphysics and spirituality, but there are certain chapters that I've always been good at, and that would be the lucid dreaming, astral projection, past life regression. And I'd never forget a face. I never forget faces, and I don't forget voices. And it, you know, a lot of people are probably like that, so we'll expand on that a little bit more. But this is Total Recall 3, y'all. As far as she goes, I haven't spoke to her in months now, you know, but I know for a fact if I was to go into meditation and reach out, she would contact me, and vice versa. And that's just how it goes for real. Well, yeah, this is Total Recall Part 3. I'll get at y'all with some more information here in a few. Mad love.